After over 300 hours of riding my Husqvarna Te125, my subframe looks like shit. About a week ago, my girlfriend bought a carbon wrap for her plastics on her bike because she wanted to make her own decals. And after seeing how good the results turned out, I figured why not cover my subframe with that carbon wrap and see how it looks. So in today's video, I'm going to cover my subframe with that carbon wrap and see how good it holds up and also see how good it looks. But before we go to the store and buy the wrap, I'm gonna show you some stunts that I've learned on my Husqvarna. So let's begin. Okay, let's do some stunts on the bike. I think there was no fuel in the carburetor. I hope at least. One thing that I always do before I do any wheelies is just to check my rear brake and see if it works. So I'm just gonna check both my rear brakes like this. Foot brake works. That one works, but it's bad. Okay, I'm gonna show you some stunts now. And I can sit down as well. Whoa. Little scrape. I can also do this. Okay, now we're gonna head to the store and buy the carbon wrap. So I'll see you over there. Okay, now we're Sweden's biggest pride, Biltema. Hopefully they have the wrap in stock, otherwise I will be sad. But you can buy these wraps online as well, so if you don't live in Sweden you can still buy a wrap like this. Maybe on TMU or something like that. I do not want my bike to get stolen. And we're also gonna do this, yeah, like that. This cup is way too big. How am I gonna find this? Okay, so I think this is the one. It looks like carbon fiber, but it's not real carbon fiber. So let's buy this. It was like 150 kronors. So yeah, it was quite cheap for a lot of material. Okay, now so it's the next day and it's time to remove the subframe to put on the wrap. So let's begin. Okay, so now the subframe is off the bike. I'm gonna bring it inside and start to clean it. Then we're gonna try to put on the wrap and see how it looks. Okay, now welcome to my little room here. Okay, the subframe is inside the room. Now we're gonna see if we can put this wrap on. So let's try it. I'm gonna put a piece of paper on the subframe and draw out the blueprint that I'm gonna put on this one before I cut it, so I know how I want to cut it. So yeah, let's begin by doing that. Okay, so first try looks horrible. I'm gonna take this off and make a new one. Then I'm gonna try to put it on more carefully because, yeah, this looks awful. Okay, so this one turned out absolutely sick. I'm not gonna cut out the holes for the screws. Instead, I'm just gonna screw in the screws because I think it will look a lot better then. But yeah, it looks absolutely insane. You can see that it sticks out a little bit here. That's because the previous owner did the same thing, I think, and it has peeled off a little bit over here. So it's still some leftovers, but yeah, you don't really notice it that much. So let's begin to the next side. Okay, now, so the second one turned out sick as well. So yeah, and the next step is to do these ones up here. Okay, now I have brought backup. She's gonna cut the lines for me because I'm awful with using the knife. So let's see how it turns out. Okay, now, so everything is finished. So now we're gonna put it on the bike and see how it looks. So let's begin. Okay, now, so I think the result turned out pretty good. I could have spent more time wrapping the subframe and making it look a lot better, but I think it looks good enough for the last week of the season. I might re-wrap it during the winter as well and make it look even better, but we'll see if I do it during the winter. I'm also gonna ride a bit and see if the wrap comes off whilst I ride. Right now it sticks on pretty good and it haven't gotten off yet, but we'll see how it goes in the future. I also have real carbon parts coming for the bike that's gonna make it look a lot better than it does now. Okay, now the total cost of wrapping my subframe was about 150 kroners. I only used about 10% of the whole wrap, which means I have a lot more wrap left that I can use on other parts of the bike. So I think this is a really cheap solution if you want to fix up your bike a little bit and make it look a lot fresher than it did before. You can probably find these wraps as well on Amazon or Temu or something like that if you don't live in Sweden. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe and maybe drop a nice comment. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.